Flashing their lights at people, other people in town? You ain't never heard of that? You been in Madison for a minute?
Yeah, but the only time they flash their lights at you is when your lights is not on.
Have you ever seen them do that when your lights are good?
No.
Have you ever seen somebody use their lights to harass you? Light harassment? You ever heard of that?
No,
using your car to turn quickly to so your light flashes brighter at the right moment and is right in their eyes. You know, like if you look at lights at the right time, it flashes a little bit brighter. Have you heard of that?
no.
Have you seen, oh, one last question, my bad, brother. Have you ever seen people or heard of people turning their lights on when you walk in front of their cars? Purposely to irritate you? None of that.
You got too many cars out here, they ain't doing that shit, they don't want to shoot that shit up.
Yeah. Did you hear? Have you ever heard of implants? People with implants. It's like where you put something in somebody so that it's like a cell phone, but instead of being in your hand, it's inside your body. You ever heard of that? Nothing like that. Dang. I've been hearing these stories of people flashing their lights and implants and. I'm from. I grew up here. I grew up in Madison for like 25 years. Me too. I was born. Well, I was in Milwaukee in '91. Yeah, I grew up in Madison on the West Side. I went to West High School. I don't lie. I don't make up these things. People have been saying this repeatedly.
No, I haven't heard of that. I drive for a living. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I do 25 hours an hour, so I drive 14 hours a day.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah, me too. That's what I do. I'm a truck driver. Commercial license, Class B, dump truck driver.
I do it for the state just around town.
Oh, you work for the Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can drive downtown. Matter of fact, I just got work, but I never heard that shit you talking about.
Yeah, me too. I just got off work at 6. I got up at 7:30. Got to work at 7:30. Got off to work at 7:30 or 6:30. But yeah, I drive dump truck. I don't work for Wisconsin. But I think it's all the same. They pay about the same. Everybody pay the same. But you ain't ever heard of that? Huh? Well, okay. I'll explain myself. I say go fuck yourself every time I arrive somewhere and somebody instantly turns their lights on when I get there. So that's been happening all over town. So if I go to work, as soon as I get to work, somebody will flash their lights as I drive into the parking lot. Or when I leave, as soon as I leave work, somebody will flash their lights at me as I'm leaving work or if I'm walking to my car. And then if I go to a gas station, somebody will do the same thing. So for like 6 years straight, that's been happening. And I keep telling, and nobody's admitting to it, or nobody is saying that, yeah, dude, we're flashing our lights at you and we're doing it on purpose.
No, I never heard no shit like that. I drive every day. I work 7 days,
Yeah.
7 days a week.
Yeah.
And nobody never did no shit like that to me.
No?
Ever.
That's funny. I
Motherfuckers flashing their lights at you.
yeah.
You're supposed to stop.
Yeah. But they do it so quick, like,
Somebody flash their lights on.
yeah. He did tonight. He did it. He asked me to do. He basically asked me to do what you just said, because he stared right at me when he did it this time. They do it every night, but tonight the dude looked me dead in my eyes, like I dare you to say something to me, because I know you know we're doing this to you, and that's the look I got.
So when you ask him why he's flashing light, what do you say?
No, I kept walking because I know he's gonna lie and say, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean. But it keeps happening every night, and I gotta, if I'm gonna do something, I would have to catch them. So I'd have to have a camera out every single night and watch these guys as I get to my car, turn their lights on. Then the next night, 24 hours later, I gotta walk to my car and record these people turning their lights on as soon as I get to my car or get near my car.
Is that your job?
Yes.
I would like to see that. Because I like to walk up on them like, hey, what the fuck is you putting your lights
It's harassment. It's old school. Like they used to do it. I'm sure they used to flash their lights at people a long time ago. They used to do it in the 80s.
flash our lights at people?
Yeah.
Is when people got their lights on or their back tail lights is on.
Yeah, that's what I used to think.
And then I flash. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't do no shit like that.
When I grew up, that's what people would tell you. When I was a kid, you see the lights flashing, that means your lights are out or something's wrong with your car. But there's nothing wrong with this car, and people have been doing it for over 6 years. Yeah, they're all good. It's good. I know. I'm telling the truth, man. People are turning their lights on as soon as I arrive to places to get my attention or to tell me they want my attention. And I've been saying,
I need to grab it too.
yeah, no, no. And then the other introduction, it's to introduce you to the people in the community. Somebody built that culture, like where people turn your lights on. I want your attention. And then you walk up to their car, or you start talking to that person and you start a relationship like this. Word. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And you haven't got the car not one time.
Yeah.
I don't know my attitude ain't right. I've been dropped that.
Yeah, somebody violent. Yeah, yeah, I don't do death threats. I don't threaten people. I think then you go to jail for them. But you did right. I mean, you dealt with your problem, but what happened is you went to jail too for it. So that's not smart.
I remember going to jail, but I didn't get away.
Yeah.
Flashing lights and shit, I never heard that. Now you finna make me run around just so I can see.
Yeah, no, if people know who you are and they don't like you, or they know your history, or they want something from you, they'll harass you with their lights, or they'll make facial movements like stick their tongue out, lick their lips, blink at you. Yeah, I don't want to go to jail, so I don't want to get in trouble. I thought telling would work, but I guess people are smart. They beat that too. They'll stop you from telling. They'll prevent you from being heard. So I've been telling for 6 years, and if you really want to victimize somebody, you make sure nobody hears them cry for help. So instead of being violent like they want me to be, I choose to keep telling, or I choose to fight back and say, go fuck yourself. So if you see me doing that or hear me saying that, those are the two reasons somebody did something or flashed their lights at me. And if I just arrived somewhere and I see that happen, I've been doing it for 6 years. I put it on YouTube. I put it on Twitter. I put it as many places as I can to try to catch the people doing it.
I don't know, man. That's fucked up shit.
I know. And these cockroaches keep showing up. Every time I tell something, every time I go tell something, these people in these stupid trucks, first student, because I tweet smart stuff. Like I help people on the internet. And every time I do, every corner I go to, or as soon as I do that or start telling, somebody in a first student truck will drive past in my view. It's implants. They use implants. So I'm doing my best to tell, and I'm going to keep telling. If you hear me say that, or if you want to kill me because I said that, go for it, man. I did everything I had to do in life. I helped as many people as I can, and I did my job. So if you want to pull the trigger, pull the trigger. If you know somebody else that want to do it, tell them to do it. I'm going to keep telling. I'm going to keep saying, go fuck yourself. And I think it's the right thing to do until somebody steps up and admits that they've been harassing me for 6 years.
I would like to see these people.
I would too.
Everybody
Yeah.
flash a light. I was like, pull that ass off.
Yeah.
What the fuck you flash your light for?
Yeah.
But see, that trigger something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So we instantly, we gonna jump out the car quick.
Yeah. I know.
I gotta keep my shit right here, so when we jump out that car, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah. I know that's what niggas do. But my bad. I know that. But I'm also telling people don't do that, because now you lose your life for somebody else's stupidity. So I be telling people don't do that. Don't just keep telling. It's supposed to work.
I don't know, that shit weird as hell though.
Yeah.
I drive every day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So I never knew.
Yeah.
I never knew.
Yeah. It'll happen if somebody decides in the moment, like in a split second, to tell a bunch of people to do that to you. It could happen to you really quick. And I didn't think so until people started doing it to me. So I've been telling, trust me, a lot of people around you right now could start flashing their lights at you if they wanted to.
Yep. And I'm gonna shoot at their head.
Okay. All right.